he's doing is burning extra. Right.
Not talking. Exactly right. You're exactly right.
All right. Okay, Jeff, I don't know who else is on here. I know Dennis is in there, but he's not very strong. And you're not copying him. Anyway, we'll stand by to see anybody else. I'll hear you. You're just booming in down here. E9 CWC. I don't know if that was Dennis in there or not, Jeff, but somebody in there.
I just heard something in the background.
Jules was trying to get in there too. Are you there, Jules? VE9 Golf Papa, VE3 Whitey. No copy back from Jules there. Anyway, you guys are quite readable up here.
Rag around it and clamp it down so that you have a nice clamping force and you're not going to mess the threads up. But the real trick, if you don't know this, is when you go to saw through this, make sure you have a nut. Make sure you have a nut on the rod just after or just before, however you want to look at it, where you're going to cut it. And this way, and maybe even on both sides, this way, what you do is, you kind of mess the threads up a little bit when you cut with a hacksaw or any kind of saw. And what you do by putting a nut on it is you back the nut back off of the thread, where you cut it, and that will straighten the thread up usually. You might need a wrench to do it or whatever, but that'll recut the thread that folds over, the very first piece where you cut. That's an old trick that if you didn't know it, it'll help you out a lot, but you probably already know that. BY2 Whiskey WA30.
You're right. I've experienced that. I didn't think about putting a nut on there. That's a great idea. What I do is usually I can just take a little file, a rat tail file or whatever. I'm pretty careful. I've got some. I have a large sawzall, a big DeWalt, and it's good size. I have all kinds of blades for it, and I've got pretty good hacksaw blades. It's got really very narrow teeth. If you take your time with it, and like they say, put it in a vise, and if you take your time, you can usually get a fairly nice cut. And the other thing I do is I start in the lands of a groove, and I try to cut at a very slight angle, not much, almost imperceptible, to try to follow that groove, and that makes a big difference. But it sounds like you've been to this particular rodeo too. But you don't want it to get all messed up on the end, then you can't get a nut on there. But that's a great idea. I got plenty of nuts. I'll just put two on each piece right before the cut. That'll help me mark the cut too. I want to measure it really carefully and get exactly 9 inches. I got to measure this Jeff's diameter thickness. And make sure we have enough coming out of the top for it to be tall enough. I think it's going to be perfect, but I don't want it to be too short to have the radio come under with the feet propped up. So I'm not positive it's going to be enough, but I think it will be. If it isn't, I'll go buy another. Well, no, I won't need to, because that's why I got 3/8. Because I was able to get 6 feet for the same price as 3 feet.
And Sonic.
On the ground plane, how about that? Carry on.
We will. Oh, we got, let's see, yeah.
What's the Ottoman? Who's that?
WB Troy.
Sorry, I have somebody really close to that frequency here.
Yeah, I went up there and I told him that, you know, we're only half 3 feet down. Why clubs like that? Where you go?
No, how do you spell it again? Yeah, it's cool. I like that, I like that Scandinavian look.
Chair connoisseurs.
Gentlemen, it's been another enlightening morning for me on 7157. So 7-3 to all. We look forward to catching up with everybody tomorrow. Have a healthy and safe evening. WB0CKL remote crew. You too, Sulu, Mary, and me, Mary, and ask her the question I've been asking you for last week. When you happen to see her in your travels, I will do my very best to watch a movie with her on it. Okay. That means you guys have to be in the same room.
It tends to tear it a little bit if you're not careful. If you don't have a plywood
Saw blade, which is a very fine tooth, saw blade, but you have all that, and like you said, you could sand it. Thinking through, cutting these things, you're going to want to file them no matter what, just so there isn't any sharp edges. Round them off a little bit. I have an old bench grinder here that really works well for doing that. You just fire it up and just put the rod on there and spin it a little bit and clean it up. But it sounds like you're on your way. You'll have to send me some pictures once you get it done. I guess you're going to make this thing pretty soon because things going to be coming any day now. So just got a picture. I'll take a look at that. But very good. VY2 Whiskey WA30. Back to you.
I just wanted you to see, this is just a standard cut. They've not been treated. I didn't file, I didn't sand it. That's just what you get. And I didn't care for this stand. As a matter of fact, I don't even know the backside of it might be factory cut. I didn't even look at it. I could just turn the thing around, but I didn't care, Mike. I wanted it done. I wanted it done quick when I put the station back together. So I built this thing in about 10 minutes with 8 deck screws and some very careful measurement on the feet and the 2x4. Very good. I would stand on it, like 200 plus pounds. I would stand on it. I absolutely would. I would trust it. I wouldn't dance on top of it. It's very strong. But the way he's done it is first class. And if I were going to try to emulate something that was furniture, and that's what really surprised me is how good the Alfred looked with the quality wood. It looks like a piece of modern furniture design instead of looking like something you threw together at a hardware store. And but you spent some real money making that. I mean, those shelves they look like solid wood and very thick, and they're finished. If I were going to do something like that, I would invest in I probably would buy a drill or rent a drill press or something, and I'd get a bigger vise. But I don't have a big vise in my shop. It's tiny, and it won't hold anything big. I'll cut off the stuff.
I came in here, and I saw the headline that, JD couldn't pull the trigger, I guess. Well, the boy
always weren't willing to give up their nukes, and that's a deal killer.
Hey, I'm sure that someday, way after I'm gone, way off in the future, they'll have nukes, but it won't be in my lifetime.
No, they may not ever have them.
Well, we all know what they want to do with them.
Absolutely. When you're fanatical Muslim, out of your mind, let's kill all the infidels, that would be you and me, and, well, I guess everybody.
Well, they just want to, they want to bring on the Armageddon.
Yep. It's hard to reason with somebody whose idea of glory is getting himself killed.
Yeah, killed.
Well, they would just want to go see their 72 virgins.
Yeah.
They're going to be so disappointed. That's a smart. They want to see their 72 virgins. I know. That's why I said they're going to be disappointed. I'd rather have one with some experience. Just one, that's enough.
One's enough.
Can be a lot of trouble. When you get right down to it, so to speak, it's all the same. Easy now.
Well, I don't know about that. Well,
I'd agree with you, Jim. Metaphorically speaking.
Different.
Anatomically speaking, Jimmy.
Anatomically, yeah, well.
Well, maybe not quite.
Oh, well. Never seen one like that. I wonder where all those weapons are that they gave over there to those Iranians. You mean?
Most of them are gone. They still got a few.
They still probably have a few, yeah. That was the dumbest thing we ever did.
Yeah, on a list of dumb things, that's close to the top.
Yeah, well, look who was pretending to be president. Obama again.
The worst thing was when he filled up that 757 with billions of dollars of hard U.S. dollars cash. You believe that?
How about that? He was not authorized to do that. But he didn't give a hoot about whether he was authorized or not. He did it anyway.
That's stack. $100
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I can hear him now. Obama. What do I have to do to get you to? I mean, how much money is it going to take to make me look good?
Ain't enough money in the world.
Oh, they got that right.
Comes right down to it. He's overcooked.
Man.
Can't believe anybody would admit that they voted for him.
Really? But Ron, even today, you come across something that you see on the net, and you know it's got to be true, but man, people still love the guy.
Well, they love that spam burger in Virginia, and look what happened.
Yeah, how about that?
Holy smoke. A lot less, the ones that didn't know she was as Looney Tunes as she turned out to be.
Yeah. Well,
who is this now? The governor of
Virginia.
Hamburger in Virginia. I haven't heard. My ear is not on the rail, Bill. I had not heard a thing. You can look at her eyes and see that.
Oh, she's a wacko, Bobby.
She is wacko.
Real wacko.
Oh, she sold him a bill of goods.
Yep, she did.
He was going to be a moderate Democrat, going to cross the divide, and it's going to be good stuff. Turned out like he got elected, Bob. Your Tommy.
Yep.
They Sure did. It's like Bobby in New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hopefully they don't tax me for just crossing the border when I go up there here next month. Who knows? There you go.
And a people tax.
Oh man, that would. If I wore a mega hat, Bill, that would drive my sister-in-law just up a wall.
Oh, that's right.
She's a commie. You got one of those too?
Like me.
Huh? That might be a good idea. Maybe I'll get me a mega cap. When I pull into the place, I'll see how long I can stay with it on.
Although I will say my coming little sister Fran in Little Rock, she's moderating just a little bit. I've actually heard her admit a few things that she's wrong about.
Uh-huh.
So there's always hope. My niece that lives in New York City is not real thrilled about the commie either.
Oh, I bet.
So, and she's a commie.
Well,
Even they're upset with him.
you did what you vote for, okay?
You mean they don't have free bus rides yet?
Not yet. And they haven't had much relief in their rent prices either. I mean, wow.
Well, and you look at the people that vote, you know, and that Johnny, you know, that Waters big guy, you know, goes down and interviews all those people. It doesn't surprise you.
That's right.
Talk about ignorance.
Oh, man.
You know, I mean, when they went back and they interviewed all these people that were on spring break, are they really going to school?
Not much. They're not learning much.
Jimmy, they vote and they reproduce. That's the scary part.
You're right, Rod.
They're monitoring social media.
Yeah, that's right. That's one good thing about Florida. They don't screw around down there.
Oh, yeah.
DeSantis is the example every state in this country should go for.
Absolutely. There are a lot of other states.
In 6JS.
Florida.
W8RSS.
He said,
Wow. Never heard of it.
mine is, I think it's full on wholesale, and it's doing, 17 around town.
Yep.
Calling CQ Parcel here.
CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1 Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1 Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1 Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1 Romeo Hotel. Calling the air.
maybe once a year, and probably maybe every couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, if I did a lot of driving, a lot, stuff like that, I'd probably get gas, really, I drive, and then,
Yeah, I get it. But I couldn't see put a four banger and a full size like in a 150 though.
No, you want the V6. No, I'm saying if I did a lot of driving, I'd have the little 4-banger car. Either a home plate to the pitcher's mound or a home plate to first base, so you get a good view of what's going on.
Yeah, he said, well, a lot of the seats, are already, they're either obtained and reserved by either season ticket holders or sponsors, corporate sponsors. So the seats are already paid for,
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you'll have a lot of high rollers that have seats down in the, along first base or close to the field. And like I say, the ushers know who owns those seats. So if some stranger shows up and tries to sit there, like maybe early in the game, nope, they're going to ask you to leave. But, never.
Yeah, well, you know what? It'd be worth a try. And, of course, it makes you wonder how many ushers are on the tape. You figured if nobody showed up by the bottom of the third or top of the fourth inning, slide down there and say, look, I got an extra 25 for you if you let me have that seat. Yeah, probably. And I understand that. Let me go get a refill of coffee, Fred. Be right back. Okay.
All right, on back.
I told you, when I pack something, I make it almost bomb-proof.
Yeah.
Darn. Well, I just operated on probably some bands that you didn't.
Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, calling CQ Parks on the air.
November 1, Papa Hotel Romeo.
November 4, X-Ray Charlie, November Charlie 4, X-Ray Lima, QSL. Alrighty, thank you for the 5-9 and the clear. I also got you 5-9 in Massachusetts.
Thank you, we got both.
Alrighty, Don, thank you for the 2 calls, brother. I appreciate it. You have yourself a great day and a safe drive. 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. CQ Parks in the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, calling CQ Parks in the air. Something Kilo 1. This is Alpha Charlie 1, QRZ. Kilo Alpha 3, Mike Alpha Juliet. 5-9, Massachusetts. Alrighty, Lulu, thank you for another one from Pennsylvania. You have yourself a great day as well in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. CQ Parks in the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, calling CQ Parks in the air. Victor Echo 1. Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee. In the clear, I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. Alrighty, Mike, thank you for hunting me down again. You have yourself a great day as well in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel at US 2443 in Lawrence, Massachusetts. QRZ. November 2, Yankee, Italy, Echo. You 5-9, Massachusetts. Alrighty, Mike. Thank you for New Jersey. You have yourself a great day as well in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. Kilo 1, Sierra. Okay, there we go. Kilo, I heard you before. I don't know where you went though, but Kilo 1, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for hunting me down. You have yourself a great rest of your weekend in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. Kilo 4, Juliet Delta Foxtrot. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. Yeah, I've also got you 10 over. I keep forgetting to tell people that when they're plus, but thank you for hunting me down again, Bernie, and you have yourself a great rest of your weekend in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ.
Kilo Bravo 8, Sugar Hotel.
Kilo Bravo 8, Sugar Hotel. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
Hey, good morning, Keith. KB8 S.C. I got you 5-7 down here, Oscar Hotel. Got my second operator for you.
Alrighty, thank you for another one from Ohio, and I'm ready for your second operator.
Bravo 8, Victor Oscar November.
Kilo Bravo 8, Victor Oscar November. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
QSL Keith, got you 5-7. Have fun out there. 7-3, my friend.
Alrighty, thank you for Ohio in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel at US 2443 in Lawrence, Massachusetts. QRZ.
November 1, Papa Hotel Romeo.
Whiskey 2, Victor Delta Zulu. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. Alrighty, thank you for another one from New Jersey, Mark, in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ.
November Whiskey 2 November.
November 1, Papa Hotel, Romeo, Matt. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
QSL, Keith, got you also 5-9, Claremont.
All righty, thank you for another one from Claremont, Matt. Have yourself a great Sunday and
7-3.
Romeo Hotel, QRZ.
Whiskey Victor 4, Papa Lima.
Whiskey Victor 4, Papa Lima. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
QSL 5959, South Carolina. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Philip. And thank you for another one from South Carolina. You have a great rest of your weekend in 73. It is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ.
Whiskey 2 November.
Whiskey 2 November, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, you're 5-9 in the state of New York.
All righty, I got you 10 over here in Massachusetts. Thank you for New York in 73.
73s.
Was there a park-to-park? Whiskey 9, Kilo Sierra Bravo. I got you 5-9 into my park. US 2443. That's 2443 in Massachusetts. Uh, 22-0. Okay, got it. 0020 in Ohio. All righty, Kev. Well, thank you for the part. Good luck on your activation today in 73. This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. Kilo 9, India Charlie Papa. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. All righty, Bruce. Thanks for hunting me down again. You have yourself a great Sunday in 73. This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ.
Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Golf, Quebec.
Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Golf, Quebec. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Dave, Mr. Mike India, I said you 5x7 this morning. Hey, I appreciate you being out there, and you have a great day.
All righty, thank you for another one from Michigan, David. You have a great day as well in 73. This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel at US 2443 in Lawrence, Massachusetts. QRZ. Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. All righty, thank you for another one from New Jersey, Toby in 73. This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. Alpha Charlie 1, Uniform Romeo. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. All righty, Lisa, thank you for another one from Maine, and thank you for hunting me down this morning. You have a good rest of your weekend in 73. This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu November. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. All righty, William, thank you for another one from Tennessee, and thank you for hunting me down again. You have a great Sunday in 73. This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. CQ Berkeley Air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, calling CQ Berkeley Air. CQ Parks on the Air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, calling CQ Parks on the Air.
Victor Echo 3, Yankee Tango November.
Victor Echo 3, Yankee Tango November. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
QSL, got you 5-9, Ontario, Roger.
Roger. Thank you for another one from Ontario, Tom. And thanks for hunting me down. You have yourself a great Sunday in 73.
73.
This is Delta Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. CQ Berkeley Air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, calling CQ Berkeley Air. CQ Parks on the Air. This is Alpha All righty, thank you for another one from Western New York, Gary. You have yourself a great rest of your weekend in 73.
73.
That is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ.
Whiskey 4, Fox Kilo.
Whiskey 4, Fox Kilo. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. All righty, thank you for another one from North Carolina. You have yourself a great Sunday in 73. That is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air.
Kilo Charlie 8, India, Quebec.
Kilo Charlie 8, India, Quebec. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts.
QSL, good morning, Keith. 5-9, Mike India. Have fun, thanks. 73.
All righty, thank you for another one from Michigan, Ed, in 73. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel, QRZ. CQ Parks in the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks in the air. Kilo Oscar 4, Whiskey Echo Whiskey. I got you 5-9, Massachusetts. All righty, Tom. Thank you for another one from Tennessee. You have yourself a great Sunday in 73. That is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel at US 2443 in Lawrence, Massachusetts. QRZ. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Alpha Charlie 1, Romeo Hotel. Calling CQ Parks on the air. Alpha Charlie 4, Sierra Victor, QSL. Alpha Charlie 7, Sierra Victor, which is what I am. Good morning.
Providing an opportunity for all amateur radio operators with the proper class license to operate on this frequency, a friendly environment to briefly make contact with other stations or to pass along informative weather information. This net operates from a call list taken by net control stations. When a call for check-in is made, please give only the subject of your call when checking in. If your call is not picked up by the net control, please be patient. Another list will be taken shortly.
You can't have a conversation when it's just one way there. Anyway, have a good one there, JT. Enjoy your warm weather there, and we'll catch you later. My very best. Break within for JTJ. Whiskey Victor 8, real kind lad. Mr. Randall, come on into KC1 CTV. Come on in for a hello and a 73, please.
All right, beautiful day here, wild, wonderful West Virginia, transmitting with 72 watts of power on top of my baby Masada here in Palestine, West Virginia, where we have 62 degrees, partly cloudy skies, going to see the highs around 82 to 84 today here. Going to be a beautiful day to get things done outside.
Oh, definitely. It's, yes, when the weather's been down here on the Cape, it's been really raw and cold, but anyway, I got some things done too, so it sounds like you're in the mode and in the
seizing the moment there, Randall. You're sounding really good. And how are the bees? Are they happy?
Bees are doing fantastic. I got some more hives painted up there and ready to go for bee traps there for this location in particular because I have so many bees flying around here. My apiary is several miles away from here, more than 3 air miles. So I'm setting up another one at this location here, and I got about 8 or 10 hives to finish up. Once I get them finished up, I'm just going to be waiting for some bees to fly in there, and that guy worked really hard to give us a new home.
Roger, all copy. Anyway, they're almost a full-time job to keep them happy.
Crown KIM and 8FS Energy.
Well, good morning, games at 8FSB and Julie Boy, WA0, along with the guy that's extremely overdriving his radio on K22. All right, well, very good. Good signals this morning. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jeff. Good to hear all you guys in here this morning. Got a good lift going on over there, too. We usually do on Sunday here. So that's always pretty nice.
CW. Well, good morning to you. I'll get off the key. Yeah, you guys are strong here, too, this morning. Definitely. Nobody doesn't have enough like that for it.
Mine's handwritten right now. What's in the drawer?
And the rotator and the controller, and also pick up the rest of the money. So it should be a good time next weekend. And I'm looking forward to a good week here. Hopefully with this rain and the warm temperatures, we'll get rid of the last of the snow, and I can start tidying up. There's a lot of debris on the ground here left over from a couple of bad storms. Lots of stuff to pick up here. It's going to take me a week to clean up all the twigs and sticks and branches and stuff like that. So back to you, John. V1JS and V3AD.
V3AD, V1JS. Hey, I got most of that. That's very interesting. 3 weeks, I think it is from today. I'm looking at the calendar here. Where are we? 11th, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 weeks from yesterday is a smart thing up in
Spring Hill. I'll be going up there. So Saturday, I suspect I'll get home Saturday night. Depends what time things end up and how I feel and what the roads and the weather are like. But I think if I finish up when they're supposed to and all that, I should be able to get home before dark. So I'll certainly try to do that. And looking forward to that. That's always a good deal. Get to see some friends. There's a bit of a flea market there. I'll probably check some F.C.C cards and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, 7-3 for now. And we'll see again next Sunday, Pete. E3AD, V1JS.
Okay, John. Very, very good. Yeah, you were a good solid S9 signal. Other than the QRNAT, it was perfect. Pretty nice copy here today. So hope it'll keep up like it. 7-3, and I'll say hello to you from John. I'll say hello to you to George from you next Saturday. This is B380. Bye-bye, John.
Good 7-3, very good. Say hello to George for me.
seeing what's going to happen. So busy putting up hurricane shutters, and actually I'm not going to stay here too long. I'm going to go out and get some herbicide and pesticide down on the grass and the plants to keep the bugs away for the upcoming hurricane. Danny, down to you. Who and what do you hear? A86 effect. Whiskey 4, the 3 Papa Kilo remote.
K7, Mike Extra.
Hey, go ahead, Don. Good morning.
Oh, guys, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, my birdie is living on this frequency. Can we move to where we were yesterday, or roughly? Check 7146. My birdie is S9 here. S9. Any possibility to fly over?
Danny?
Yeah, okay, stand by. Let me check. What was it, Don? 7143, 7148, what was the 3?
Yeah, 146.
It was 48 yesterday.
Okay, I had it bracketed. Yeah, stand by. Let me check it.
All right, good morning. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, fine business. Yeah, I was listening. I just brought up the Kiwi Bob's mountain receiver there, and I can copy Don. He's about an S7, S8. Also, I can copy him on the radio. My antenna is pointing north.
Yeah, we can go.
So it favors you, Peter, but you also loud on the Kiwi Bob's receiver and Danny. So I'm sure that if he has some difficulty copying us here, I guess that's one of the reasons that he has the wonderful mountaintop ear. Maybe he should tune in that. But everybody else is readable on the K8 MLM Kiwi receiver. Over.
Sounds good. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, Roger. Let's go to 7146. 7146 was clear. Nobody answered my.
Okay, Alex. I had to turn off some audio here. I think you turned it over to me. Let me check here. I think you turned it over. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can copy you direct, Alex. I'm copying you, Dan. Don, copying you direct. Danny, I can't hear at all. So, and Peter, during your transmission, propagation dropped off. So, propagation's everywhere this morning, and nothing is stable. So let me turn down to Don. I haven't heard a whole lot from him. Don, K7MX, K8MLM.
7146, Bob. 7146. Revolve Q is flying.
Roger.
Okay, V3PKQ is flying.
We managed to do it. Somehow we managed to do our nets and still get past the contesters. And I think it's people like Bob N1GE that heads off a lot of people that show up there arbitrarily, and it's Gary that gets in there early in the mornings and gets our space camped out, and so we don't lose that for the net. So we have to give a lot of praise to the people that helped us though during the contest time. And like I say, you would think people in the extra part of the band would be a little more respected, but sometimes that's not the case. Alrighty, Ed. Thanks for being there this morning, and I wish you well. We'll be around round 2 here for you shortly. Get that cup of coffee. All right, WU5E, Jim, Casita, Georgia. Good morning, Jim.
K318,
Good morning, everybody. I got a hot cup of coffee on my table already. Anyway, yeah, this week, oh my goodness, tell you what, I got some great news this morning. Got an email. Amplify all the way. About real quick. So there's a lady here in Virginia. If you don't have any holidays, good weather in town,
And Jim, who again was the manufacturer of that one for you?
Echo Mike Bravo Amplifiers.com.
So Echo Mike Bravo Amplifiers, huh?
Yep, with the F at the end of that.
Okay, have to check up on that. I was going to look it up the other day. Got to write it down. And yeah, you said he's a custom builder. He's not a manufacturer really, but a custom builder. If you want something, started out with the family and friends, and ended up with selling to a lot of other people here. Sounds terrific. I hope that works out well for you, and I hope you tell us how it goes once you get it installed. Alrighty, thanks for being there, Jim. Let's see. My good friend Chester, N3VKG, down in Sandy Spring, Maryland, and another farm boy. Of course, you grew up in the farm country too of Montgomery County. So did I, but mine now is what they call Clarksburg Village, which is a huge, about 10,000 acre village that consumed a lot of my family's and relatives' farms. So it's now houses you can reach out the window and shake your neighbor's hands. That's how close together they are. Go ahead, Chester. N3VKG to take it.
Hi, good morning, Tim, and everybody on Treasure Coasters, N3VKG. Copy's a little rough with you this morning, Tim. I don't have an SDR fired up, so hopefully you do. It's very dry around here. I'm sure it is up there as well. It seems to be going up all the way up and down the East Coast lately. We're going to start our grass mowing process sometime in the next couple of days. But anyway, my wife is getting ready to head out and do some volunteer work, filling in for one of the other volunteers who had to go back home to Hungary, where her mom is needing a visit. She's up in her years and getting on, so Susie wanted to visit her. So we're going to go ahead and sign on this one. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and copying everybody just fine direct this morning. We'll go ahead and say 7-3 on this one, Tim, and thanks for doing the net today. K3HP and Treasure Coasters, N3VKG. Have a good day.
Okay, Chester, thanks for being there. Yeah, I got an SDR on you. You came through pretty good to start with, and then you kind of faded out there. Can't tell you what happened, but thanks for always being there, Chester. NA3P, Dick, down in Culpeper, Virginia, another not too far away neighbor here. Go ahead, Dick.
Okay, this is NA3P here, Dick in Culpeper. I'm having a little trouble copying you there, Tim, but I think we are probably inside the skip zone is the problem. But anyway, hopefully you're hearing me on backscatter. It's a nice day here today, sunny, and the temperature is supposed to go up to 75 degrees. Right now it's about 50. And I was just checking out the website for that linear where Jim, WU5E, is getting his linear. It looks pretty interesting. So anyway, let's see. I'm not going to hang around this morning, but I'm doing pretty good 2.5 weeks post-prostate surgery. Yeah, the first week was a little bit rough. First week and a half, I guess. But we're doing a lot better now. So I'm going to be one and done with this transmission. So carry on, everybody. Have a great day. K3HP and the Treasure Coasters from NA3P.
Good to hear you again, Dick.
Yeah, we're doing all right. -1 prostate, but probably be all real good after about another week or two.
I heard you when you came on and talked to the on the what is that, the Can-Am net, and that was a couple of weeks ago. So I'm glad you're back here. Go ahead, Tim.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that. And Dick, thanks for being here this morning. We got you one and done, and I'd say good to hear you for just a short period. All right, well, let's go to Louisville, Kentucky, and just pick up Joe, K4, Papa X-Ray. Kentucky Derby bound.
Yeah, good morning there, Kim. It's getting close. K3HP from K4PX. Dick, I'm glad you got that surgery behind you and you're on the road to recovery there for sure. Yeah, Kim, the Derby, 152nd Kentucky Derby is only about 3 weeks away now. It's May 2nd, first Saturday in May. And right now the three favorites, which are Renegade, Commandment, and Puma, they're all Kentucky bred horses, so we'll see what happens. The first Kentucky Derby I can remember as a kid was when Swaps won the Derby, which was 1955. I was 5 years old, and I remember watching it on my aunt and uncle's black and white television when I was 5 years old. That's the first one I can remember, is the year Swaps won it, and pretty much followed it ever since. Anyway, post time this year is a little later, and they've shoved it back to almost 7 o'clock. It's 6:57, and it's got some of the local one-off restaurants kind of put off about it because it's so late. So there's several local good restaurants that probably make a ton of money on Derby weekend. They're closing Derby weekend and giving the employees a day off. They don't want to ask employees to work so late. So the late post time, which I'm sure is all about television money, some restaurateurs off. But other than that, we're hoping for good weather. Weather like this week. The weather here this week in Florida is going to be in the 70s and 80s, I think. But like Ron and others were talking about the drought, we do need some rain. We got a little bit of rain yesterday, but not much. And things are drying out, and it's pretty obvious when you look. The grass looks beautiful, but it is starting to dry out a little bit. So looks like we got some rain possibility in the coming weeks, and we're hoping that comes through. I'm one and done, Kim. Get ready for church. Jan's already got that process going up there, so I need to get my butt upstairs to get going on that myself. So 73, and should be an exciting Masters final round today. Cameron Young and Scotty Scheffler were both -7 rounds yesterday, so both those guys were red hot yesterday. We'll hope they can both keep it up today. K3HP from K4PX, 73.
Yeah, he wasn't doing too good when I was watching him on Friday night. Scotty wasn't, but yeah, he did pick up yesterday. And of course, Roy, you know, if you want to watch an Ireland guy there, an Irish guy, he's still the leader at this point. I'm surprised, but he is pretty good. And yeah, thanks for letting me know the horses that you've got there from Kentucky in there. I don't know if they got any Maryland horses in there this year or not. I haven't looked to see. But Maryland always has generally a horse or two in the running. In fact, one of the guys I used to work part-time for, his horse that he raised actually won the Preakness one year. Sweetest testimony, never will forget that. And so he was very fortunate to have won the Preakness. Big-time thing there. And Joe, I guess you'll see lots of things flowing here. Some Woodford Reserve, Old Fashions, and Mint Julep will be coming your way. Right, Joe?
Yeah, you got that right. Actually, I had an old fashioned last night. We went out to dinner at a local one-off restaurant called couples there we've been friends with for decades, and I had a Old Forester old-fashioned last night, Tim. That's exactly what I had, and it was darn good. And I had two of them, along with my Thai salmon dinner. So 73 K4PX.
Very good, Joe. I'll tell you, where we go for a primary is David and his wife. A smoked old-fashioned will cost you $18. I can't believe it costs that much. But a pretty good presentation, and in fact, an extremely good presentation. And once the first one goes out, there's lots to follow after that. I don't personally drink them, but I tell you what, they smell good. All right, well, let's go to the next on our list here. KF4XD, Steve, Palm Bay, Florida. Good morning, Steve.
Lima, India. I think I lost you. There's some crazy noise on the bandwidth.
If you're hearing me and you would like to check into the Recreational Vehicle Service Net, you don't need to be a member. You don't need to have an RV. We would welcome all check-ins. Call now.
Whiskey 8, Tango Whiskey Foxtrot.
I recognize that call. Good morning, Tim. How are you? Come on in.
Good morning, Dave. Yeah, I'm doing well. It's 49 degrees here in the Shenandoah Valley. Going to get up to 76 today. Looks like it's going to be a little bit partly cloudy, light winds. A good day to get outside and do some exercise. Anyway, that's all I got going on there. Here, how are you doing today?
Things are good here, Tim. No complaints at all. Weather's beautiful. Hopefully drying up a little bit so we can get out on the mowers and get things done here. And the yard's been squishy from all the rain. And I just guess it would be good to get out, get a little bit of fresh air and some sunshine. And we're going to watch some NASCAR this afternoon. My wife and I are really getting into that. So something we can do together and yell at the screen and tell them how to drive, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's cool. Sounds like fun. That's about it. Playing a little bit with the ham radio. And what else is going on? That's probably about it. Propagation's good. You're 10 over S9.
Yes, very good signal from you here this morning. Are you also working with the 3D printer stuff?
Yeah. I have two 3D printers. I have one that's kind of a basic, it'll do pretty good size stuff. I think, but I have one high quality. It's a Bamboo Lab. Really nice. It's kind of like comparing an old TRS-80 computer to a modern laptop.
Thing in the world. So what applications are you building with your printer?
I use it to make a lot of custom enclosures, project boxes. There's any like little doodad, a lot of antenna, wire antenna parts, boxes for board-based items. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. I have a local retired buddy here who has a couple of those. He makes little model railroad doodads. But are you creating your own enclosures, the dimensions, or are you just looking for the files online?
Well, they come up online, but there are several models I found where you can put the parameters in and make any size box that you want. And there's Tinkercad is the CAD software. I've made a little good, but anyway, I'm sort of like just see if I can find a model and then make what I need out of that.
Outstanding, very good. And are you going down to Convention this year?
Yes, I am, and I'm bringing a 3D printer. They wanted me to, give a little demo and chat about 3D printers. So I got an article that was published in QST pages. I'm just going to use that to highlight and then demo it. Nothing fancy or complicated. The 3D printer can be your 100% hobby if you want.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to get that approved by the Boss Lady Cruise Director, but that sounds interesting. And we will see you there at Convention, I'm sure, at the flagpole. I don't know what the arrangements are. I know a group of them are at a rally. I didn't get in there in time, and we're going to be at Cedar Creek State Park, which is down below Xenia. But we will see you there, hopefully, at the flagpole. Tim, thanks for checking in this morning.
Roger, Roger. I'll be at Cedar Creek in slot 47. Anyway, have a great day, and thanks for picking me up. WATWF.
All right, I'll catch you for a cup of coffee when I see you. Thanks, Tim, for checking in. Shenandoah Valley 49 going to 76, partly cloudy. Some outdoor activities today, maybe bike or hike, and lots of good information on 3D printers. Thanks, Tim, for checking in. This is WB2DFC, Whiskey Bravo 2 Delta, Fox Charlie. Net control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net, Recreational Vehicle Service Net. I am subbing in for Dwight, 2 Juicy Tomatoes. Dwight, if you're hearing us, good morning. If you're listening on SDR. This is WB2DFC, Whiskey Bravo 2 Delta, Fox Charlie. Net control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net, the Recreational Vehicle Service Net. If you'd like to check in, call me now. This is WB2DFC, Whiskey Bravo 2 Delta, Fox Charlie. Control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net. If you'd like to check in, call now. This is WB2DFC, Whiskey Bravo 2 Delta, Fox Charlie. Control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net. If you'd like to check in, call me now. This is WB2DFC, Whiskey Bravo 2 Delta, Fox Charlie. Control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net, the Recreational Vehicle Service Net. If you'd like to check in, call me now. that, Tom. You actually have a pretty good signal here in New Franklin, Ohio. My name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, net control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net. I do have some storms to the north of me causing quite a bit of racket with static crashes. So good morning, come on in, and what's your weather there?
Yeah, good morning. Right now, we're going to go up to about 80, probably about 84 today. Beautiful day here in Virginia. Sun is shining on both sides of the street there, Roger.
That's good. I would want to make sure they came down on both sides of the street. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, I appreciate you bringing me in this morning that I can get on your log. You have a beautiful signal here, 5-9 into Virginia there, Roger.
Okay, very good. Make sure I have it correct. Is the name Doug? Douglas, is that correct?
QSL, Roger.
All right, thank you for the check-in. Have a great day.
Roger, you too. Thanks for picking me up. KQ4BRG back in it.
This is Whiskey Bravo 2 Delta Fox Charlie WV2D F.C.C. net control for the second hour session of the RV Service Net. If you'd like to check in, give me a call. Rated my noise at the static crashes. I think it's a Kilo Charlie 8. Still your call. Come on back. Okay, a pretty tough copy there. Is that you, Aaron? Okay, KC at MXW. I know you're close by. I should probably hear you a little better, but static crashes are really giving me a hard time. Hope you're well this morning. Come on in and tell me what's happening there.
Oh, look at that. The picture just went.
교대로 이제 한 3시간씩 나눠서 운전을 하고 그러고 왔습니다. 아무튼 뭐 아주 좋은 한 대를 해주셔서 너무 반가웠고 무엇보다도 이제 또 제 기억으로는 그때 한번 다 같이 이렇게 뉴욕에서 뵌 적이 있는지 그게 좀 아리까리한데 그 전에 아이볼은 기억에 잘 없고요. 요번에 아주 좋은 인상으로 그렇게 아주 어디서 이제 이렇게 지나쳐도 당장 알아볼 수 있게 OM님의 그 아이볼 기억이 아주 좋게 남았습니다. 감사합니다. 그리고 KN님을 어제 제가 아이볼을 했어요. 아이볼을 마침 가까운 데 또 있어가지고 2개의 다른 모임이 있었는데 연락이 돼가지고 마지막에 서로 이제 조인해서 KNOM님도 만나게 됐는데 아주 그동안 재활 운동을 열심히 하셔가지고 제가 깜짝 놀랐습니다. 아주 이제 두 팔을 아주 잘 쓰시고 잘 다니시는데 전혀 지장 없을 정도로 아주 많이 좋아지셨습니다. 그래서 기쁜 놀라움이었지만, 서프라이즈였지만, 아주 생각보다 빨리 진전이 있어서 너무 좋았습니다. 그렇습니다. BIOM님 신호 아주 잘 들어오고요. 9+25dB 이렇게 잘 들어오고, TOIOM님은 신호가 좀 약해졌습니다. KNOM님은 아직도 스킵이 되고 있고요. UJOM님 9+25dB, 그 다음에 ATWM님도 25dB 이렇게 잘 들어오고 있습니다. 마이크 돌리겠습니다. KF0BI, 여기는 VE3 노벤버 빅타입니다. 오바.
네네, KF0BI 위드그룹 KC1HW고요. 네, 말씀 잘 들었습니다. 이게 타협하기가 참 쉽지가 않죠. 근데 이제 건강에 문제가 생기면 그래도 건강이 중요하니까 또 술을 끊어야 되고, 근데 술에 대한 유혹은 뭐 늘 술 마시고 나면 일단 저는 제일 좋은 게 그 긴장이 좀 완화되는 거. 긴장이 완화돼서 근심도 없어지고 마음도 편하고, 네, 그리고 좀 너그러워지고 또 그런 장점이 있는 것 같고요. 네, 제가 듣기에도 그 와인이 혈당을 많이 올린다고 들었습니다. 그게 역시나 그 포도에서 만든 거니까 그렇고, 맥주는 와인보다 더 올린다 그래요. 그래서 혈당이 걱정되는 사람들은 오히려 그냥 그 독한 술, 그거 한 잔 마시는 게 더 좋다. 또 그런 얘기를 들어서 저는 좀 마시고 싶을 때는 보드카를 마십니다. 전 와인도 좋아하고 사실 맥주도 좋아했는데 시원한 맥주 한 잔 하면서 느끼는 청량감, 그거 참 포기하기가 어렵죠. 근데 그거 예전에 몸에 붙이고 혈당 측정 이렇게 연속으로 한 2주 동안 되는 거, 그거 차고 마셔보니까 맥주 먹으니까 정말 급격하게 올라가더라고요. 그래서
and weeded and waited, and I didn't get my Social Security information, and just sat on my hands and did nothing, and so I'm in this predicament. I'll get that done Monday, and I'll probably head south for a few days. All right.
November 2, Foxtrot Sierra Mike, 59 North Carolina. Thank you much for India November, and have a great day. Appreciate your help to celebrate. QRZ, November 4, Charlie. Kilo Victor 9, Quebec, 59 North Carolina. What state here? Roger on Indiana. Thank you very much, and have a great day. This is November 4, Charlie, QRZ. Whiskey India 8 Victor something again, please. Okay, you're down in the noise a bit. The band is up and down. Whiskey India 8 Victor something I think again, please. Oh, okay, that's the full call. Thank you very much. Came back up a little bit that time. You were down at the noise. You're up to about a 4 and 6 at the moment in North Carolina. Over. Thanks for the 5-9 in Ohio. Sounding good now. Just bands up and down. Thank you very much for helping us celebrate our event. This is November 4, Charlie, QRZ. This is Special Event Station, Halifax, North Carolina, November 4, Charlie, celebrating the signing of the Halifax Resolve. QRZ. CQ 40 meters. This is November 4, Charlie, Halifax, North Carolina, Special Event Station, commemorating the signing of the Halifax Resolve. Norway 4, Charlie, QRZ. Okay, it sounds like I might have run out of interest. This is Special Event Station, November 4, Charlie. Anyone else? Kilo Golf 4, Papa X-Ray, 59 North Carolina. Thank you so much, and have a great day. QRZ, November 4, Charlie. Kilo Bravo 3, Tango Kilo Tango, 57 North Carolina. And what state, please? Okay, on Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. Just had a little splatter from somewhere. Not the same group that it was before. Looks like they finally moved. Thank you very much, gentlemen, if any of you are listening. This is November 4, Charlie, QRZ. CQ 40, Special Event Station, November 4, Charlie, calling CQ 40 and listening for a call. CQ 40, this is November 4, Charlie. November 4, Charlie, Special Event Station, calling CQ 40, over. CQ 40 meters. CQ 40, this is November 4, Charlie, Special Event Station, commemorating the signing of the Halifax Resolve, the first official action of the colony, and the oldest written document in existence that led to our independence from England, signed April 12, 1776, Halifax, North Carolina. QRZ, this is November 4, Charlie. Kilo 4, India Bravo X-Ray, 57 North Carolina. Roger. We need to have a little history lesson all in itself right there as well, and we're familiar with that. And but the provincial Congress moved from down that way up this way, getting away from the dangers of the King's Army and the loyalists and so forth. So you might have actually heard of the Halifax Resolve before. Most people haven't. Over. nobody's heard of the Halifax results, and that's why we decided to do the special event station and make people aware of it. It's not in many textbooks, but I grew up right here in the area, and just decided to try to make it a little bit more well known. Of course, there were other things that were going on before the Halifax results. From representatives of the state, so that's pretty significant in my mind, and it's good for people to be able to hear about it and come celebrate it. Thank you for the contact. I hope you, by the way, my name is Barry, Bravo Alpha Romeo Romeo Yankee. Appreciate you stopping by, and hope you have a wonderful day. Kilo 4 India Bravo X-ray from November 4 Charlie. Okay, thank you so much, sir. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy celebrating our 250th anniversary. And I hope you get a lot of other contacts and good information on the history that we should be being proud of our ancestors for. All the best to you and yours from November 4 Charlie. QRZ, this is November 4 Charlie, Special Event Station. Kilo 9 Oscar, Quebec, November 4 Charlie, 59 North Carolina. Thank you much for Georgia, and I hope you have a wonderful day and helping us celebrate commemorating the signing of the Halifax Resolve. This is November 4 Charlie, QRZ. I'm going to be getting the breakfast call in a minute, folks. Anybody else before I go? This is November 4 Charlie. QRZ, anyone else before I go to breakfast? This is November 4 Charlie. I guess not. I don't hear any more at the moment. So, gentlemen, thank you. Sorry if there's any I missed, but maybe I'll catch you later on. I'll be on and off different frequencies during the day, and hopefully making some more contacts celebrating the sighting of the Halifax Resolve on today's date in 1776, right down the road from me here in Halifax, North Carolina. 7-3. This is November 4 Charlie.
in the right place to turn off the radio.
It cut down the noise. Anyway, a challenge. Your battery, Danny, sounds like a pretty potent battery. Having an application for a battery, that's pretty good. Well, I'm going to enjoy the weather outside. I got to mow my lawn and take care of some other